everyone, and welcome to News and Views with Bella. I am your host, Bella. Tonight I have a special guest who is well known around Charlotte, you guys. And I'm gonna let her introduce herself. I'm sure most of you guys already know her, but she gonna tell us who she is.
Well, my name is Michelle Harbin. I'm a film director, actress, voiceover. I do it all, but most importantly, I'm the owner of the Queen City Culture Film Festival right here in Charlotte.
Yes, yes. Women movement. I love it. I love it. We are taking over. We
Yes.
are taking over. So
Yes.
I did a little digging because I remember your face, but I didn't know your background. So I got a couple of little information things, but then I pulled your name up. So I've seen a couple of your little interviews and all the other stuff that you've done, which was fascinating to me. Fascinating. So I wrote some stuff down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you what I got, and then I'm gonna ask my questions. Okay.
Okay.
So my notes were like award-winning filmmaker, screenwriter, philanthropist, and author. Um, the Black Lives Matter video. Oh, I did some digging if I found that one.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God. Like I loved it. I
Really?
loved it. I loved it because it made a statement. It made a statement and it was bold and it was creative and it was well thought out and well put together. I loved it. What was behind the video?
Well, of course, the George Floyd movement.
Yes.
Breonna Taylor, just during that time, I wrote a poem called Black Lives Matter. And I put it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady, she read it and she said, "Oh, Michelle, your poem is so good and hood." That's what she said to me. Yeah. And she said, "You should make a song out of it." So I didn't know anything about making a song, but I'm very creative. So this was on a Thursday. So I got on YouTube and I found a guy, and actually he was Caucasian, which I was surprised, and he taught me how to do bars. And so I took my poem after listening to him and made bars. And next thing you know, that Sunday I was in the studio and I put it down. And then I had a friend of mine's, he videotaped it for me out in Freedom Park. And I put on my outfits and changed and I made a video. And I needed to express myself because I was very angry at what had happened.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was my way of releasing my anger, expressing myself, but in a positive way.
Yeah, it was amazing, and it had so much depth and detail in it. You even had my hometown in there, North New Jersey. I was like, okay. Yeah, it was amazing. Like I watched it twice because I was like, this. It kind of brought me back to all of the stuff that we went through, and in them feelings that we had when all of that stuff went on. Because it was also the young fella in Florida. It was a lot. It was a lot, and it was like, okay, and for all of us that have young men for sons, it kind of take you there. Like I really enjoyed the video, and I am glad you did that because so many of us, like we have a fear of speaking out like that for repercussions that might happen, and the put togetherness of that video was great. And I am glad you did that. You need to share it more because I'm sure everybody didn't see it.
No, I just do things just because I'm creative and I can do it. I really don't like put out everything that I do. I guess I'm really not a humble person, but I guess I do so much. It's just a lot to put out there. But yeah, it's out there. And you remember the guy that got shot in the back 7 times? That was here in Charlotte.
Yes.
That's where that verse came from. 7 times shoot us in the back with a gap. No justice, no peace. The killing's got to cease. So just release the chains and take your knee off our brains. The hood is filled with Mary Jane and cocaine. For political gain, it's insane. The pain that is inflicted that keeps us restricted and addicted. Woo! Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter.
Yes, and each one of the verses you said, I can hear the name of the person. Like I was like, oh my God, yes, yes,
Thank
and
you.
that was something that needs to be seen more. Like it is definitely something that we need to show more. You need to share the video.
Well, I might perform it one day if Kevin has me on stage.
And have the video in the background with all
Oh
of it. Yes.
man, yeah,
that would be amazing.
Beautiful.
I mean, because that video needs to be seen.
Thank you.
Yes. InnovativeCreativity.net.
You've been really digging, right? Like a shovel.
That is where her stuff is, you guys. She is about to tell us about the books. Yes. One of them is You Are the Father.
Yes.
You Are the Father. I listened to where you got the, you know what I'm saying, your
inspiration.
Your inspiration for You Are the Father. I listened to that, and do you want to talk about it?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm an open book. I just keep it real. Yeah.
So you have You Are the Father and 31 poems.
And the inspirations behind them. Yes.
So can we talk about your books?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Please.
So You Are the Father came from personal experiences that you had.
Yes, it's basically sort of like a biography, but it has a little fiction added to it in order to make it better. But yeah, it's based on my life, coming from Detroit and then going to the military, and then from there being involved with Jamaican dreadlocks Rastafarian. And he had a lot of children by a lot of women, and I ended up being one of those women as well. So yeah, I wrote about the experience. Him and I tried to settle down and be together, but one of his baby mothers, which was Jamaican, she refused to let him go, and she constantly interfered in our relationship. So it was a roller coaster, and it was hell on wheels. Because her and I, we were fighting basically for, what would Cardi B say? We fighting over the, yeah, we was fighting over the buddy is what Jamaicans would call it, the buddy. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and it was good. So, I was fighting for it. She was fighting for it. So, that's basically, the inspiration behind that book.
Okay, that's You Are the Father. So yes. 31 poems is like full circle from everything else.
Yeah. Now, You Are the Father was very therapeutic for me. I needed to write that book. I had to get out because I had a lot of anger inside of me. 31 poems. When I wrote that book, I was no longer with him anymore. My kids were grown, and I refused to raise my children without their father. So that's what happened. But after they got grown and he kept playing games, it was time to go. So I wrote 31 poems, like maybe about 5-6 years later after our divorce, separation, whatever you want to call it. And I was much more mature at that time. And I was ready to tell my story. Everything I write about and just about everything that I film, that I write about, is based on truth. So 31 poems, it's 31 poems about my life. And then I give you a poem about I give you a poem, and then I give you the inspiration behind the poem. So just like Black Lives Matter, that's one of the poems in there, Black Lives Matter, Chit Chatter, where the song came from. And then I'll tell you why I wrote that book. And it's deep, so I have, 31 poems and the inspirations behind each one.
Okay. Um, urban repercussions.
Girl, you've been really digging up on me.
Based on the book, You Are the Father.
Yes. And it's an award-winning script. I'm waiting on somebody to help me get this film because it's an award-winning film. It's based on the book You Are the Father, which has a lot of drama in it, but it also teaches, like at the end, the pastor talks about multiple partner fertility, which a lot of people aren't aware of the term, let alone what it is. And multiple partner fertility is a man or a woman that has a child by more than one partner.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have two baby daddies, or like, Urban Repercussions, he has 7 baby mamas, 14 kids, 13 kids, somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a multiple partner fertility parent. And then don't forget, you have a multiple partner fertility child.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you have the same mom, but we have different dads.
Yeah.
So we're multiple partner fertility children, let alone our mom is a multiple partner fertility parent.
Mm-hmm.
So all that stems from slavery. It stems from jail, being uneducated. There's so many risk factors involved in you or me and our children becoming multiple partner fertility parents.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't just write and tell you my drama. I give you something that I learned from it. I had to become educated. I had to understand, why am I with a man with all these kids and all these baby mamas and all this drama?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had even gotten down on my knees one day and I asked God, I said, God, did I come down here on this earth to argue and fight over a man? I said, I just want to have a family, a man that I can cook and clean for and put it on him. You know what I'm saying? And we have a good time and raise our family. I just did not understand this drama. So, but I do understand now that it was a part of my journey in my life, and it's something I had to go through. And in order for me to get to the next level in my life, and here I am.
So you'll be able to tell a story.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And also educate other people.
Yeah.
And help other people. That's what I like doing.
Some people might not have came out of it as strong as you did.
No, everybody not as strong as me. But yeah, it's not easy. Life is not easy for anybody. We just have to navigate our way through.
So one thing that got me was I'm a big fan of Eminem also. But you said that Eminem's song "Lose Yourself" was your inspiration to keep going.
Yeah. You really was checking.
I love it. I said, oh, she got that one too.
Yeah, you better lose yourself in the moment. You better let her go. You only got one shot. Not lose a chance to blow. So opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Yes.
So those lyrics right there. I was in Florida. I was away from Detroit, away from home, from everything that I know. And I was not a Florida girl. I'm not a Southern girl. Okay. I mean, I am now. But at that time, I was not. And I just went through all this trauma. And I was like, oh, this is just too much. So I wrote about it. I said, I'll write a book. So then I stopped, And then something else happened. I said, oh, she done got on my nerves again. Uh-oh. And then now look at him. See, And so, then when things calm down, I'd be like, oh, okay. And then I heard Eminem. I heard this white boy from Detroit, from my city, singing this song, and those lyrics and the way he was going hard. You know what I mean? Like, it just reminded me of who I am.
Yes.
Okay. And it reminded me that I'm from Detroit and we don't quit. We're not quitters. So his lyrics gave me the inspiration to keep pushing. Now I ain't gonna lie, it took me 10 years to write the book. But I did complete it. I started something and I finished it.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's the inspiration that made me say, you better keep on writing this book, girl. So yes, you own it, girl, like a Charlotte own it. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna start the questions now.
Okay.
I had to get that because I was like, oh, I need to hear the stories.
Oh.
So can you tell us a bit about your journey and what led you to where you are today? Because you've done a lot. Like you've accomplished so much between the films and books and even the video.
Film.
Yes.
I have an award-winning film that's taking off right now. It'll be premiering in New York in June. And I'll be flying out there. So take you through my journey. Well, my journey is my book, You Are the Father. I'm from Detroit. I went to the military. I left everything that I know to find a better life. I don't know if I found a better life at that time. Going into the military, ended up being stationed in Washington, D.C. And that's when I got involved with Jamaicans, which is a whole different culture for me. Um, and then I got involved with my children's father. And that was a roller coaster, as I said before. And then from there, after we moved here, moved to Florida, we moved some everywhere, but moved to Florida. And then we moved here. We ended up separating years later. We stayed together for years, 10 years or so here, 10, 15. And from there, I really started my passion. I started going to the film festivals and being around people that's in the entertainment industry because it's something that I always wanted to do when I was tied down, cooking, cleaning, taking care of my children, yard work, stuff like that. I was being a mom and a mother and a wife, and I enjoyed that too. I really did, but I also wanted to live in my purpose.
Yes.
So I had to find, what am I here for? What am I on this earth for? What am I supposed to contribute to society? And so I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, hanging around different film groups, around different people. You know, some people, I'm a little aggressive, so some people, they like me, they can hang with me, and some people can't. So I found the people who I can work with and who can work with me,
Mhm.
and I made something shake. And then I volunteered for one of the film festivals here in Charlotte for like 13 years. And I just got tired of that. I was like, this is something, it didn't feel right no more. It was time to evolve
Yes.
and do my own thing. And so I started it with another young lady. She's no longer involved because of her health and other issues, but I was always the owner of the business, even though we founded the business together. So I would consider her, I give people their credit. I'm not the type of person would not give you your credit. There was another co-founder when it first started. She's no longer involved. I was always the owner, and I'm still the owner. And so now I have my own Queen City Culture Film Festival that I came up with the name with because I'm just very creative. And I've gotten my own little team, you
Mhm.
know. Sometimes when you start off, you might have to pull some weeds here and there to get your grass green.
Mhm.
But as of right now, I have people that are loyal to me, and they want to be a part of something big. And I'm not really into like leadership, you know what I mean? But I am a leader. I'm not a follower. So I do have people that are not following me, but they're helping me
Yes.
and they're part of my team because I couldn't do this alone without the community and without my team. So this is where I am today. I got me a team,
You
girl.
definitely do.
Mhm.
You doing your thing too.
And sponsors. Connected is one of my
That's
sponsors.
great.
Nissan, Modern Nissan of Concord.
Mhm.
Shout out to the North Carolina Arts Council. Yes, thank you, Jesus. And the Arts Science Council. Now that's big. That's really big. And I haven't even gotten to my second year. So that means that not somebody, that they are recognizing my talents, my creativity, just like you. Now, everybody doesn't want to recognize it. They might see it, but they don't want to recognize it. So I really appreciate you recognizing.
I had to give you your flowers because that was good inspiration. Like that definitely inspired me. I was like, oh, okay.
You're making me blush, girl.
Because it's not often you see us, saying doing so well. And it's like the glow with it.
Oh.
When you get into something that you definitely enjoy, you put your all 100% into it.
I do.
And it shows. It shows, and it's definitely paying off for you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. It means a lot to hear that.
You gotta congratulate him. I'm like I didn't even know that you actually owned the Queen City Cultural. That's
big, right?
Yes,
and I came up with the name, the Queen City Culture Film Festival, because I don't think it's just about one race. It's all about the culture.
Mm-hmm.
I love everybody until you don't love me. I support who supports me, and I love who loves me. So that's how I was taught.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what does a typical day look like for you?
Okay, I was asked this before, and I got a chance to get it right this time. Well, I get up in the morning, I get my coffee, and I get on my computer, I check my emails. I write my list about what I have to do today, because if I don't write a list, then I'm all over the place. But if I have a list, I execute them, scratch it off, and I get it done. So I could be running errands, I could be on the computer, making calls. Like, I'm always doing something. I'm a boss.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to make the boss moves. Yeah, and I'm not bragging, but it is what it is.
You got the right to brag.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm trying, girl.
So are you able to fit everything in from your list? Do you manage to get everything done from your list that you have checked off?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's done.
Okay.
I'm going to get her done. I never heard of that until I moved down here. They said, get her done. I was like, oh, that's me. I get her done. So, yeah, I get her done. I get it done. Yes, I do.
That's good. That's good. What are some challenges you faced in your field, and how did you manage to navigate them?
Well, some of the challenges are that I give my all to other organizations and groups, and sometimes I don't feel as though my talents were recognized. I support other people that I don't feel as though they support me.
Yeah.
So I've learned to even reach out, let them know, hey, look, I support you. Now I need you to support me. Because if you don't, then I can go somewhere else, because where there's a McDonald's, there's a Burger King.
Definitely.
So that's the model that I have now, because I need support, and I support you. So why not support me, especially African Americans right now? We have to support each other. If we're not supporting each other, then what are we doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing something positive, because it's always going to be some type of support with negative stuff.
Yeah. So, I think people, I have some people that, want to see me fail, but for me, failure is not an option.
I understand. Yes.
And whatever I do it to the best of my ability. And as you said, as you can see, I give it my all. And when God has ordained something in your life, and you're doing something that you love, it's not like work at all. Now, don't get it wrong. It's hard work, but I love it.
Yes.
So that's why I get it done. And I don't do it for the fame and not for the gram, because I really don't, I lost my Instagram for 2 years, and that my motivation just went, And at the time, all you had to do, because I'm curvy, just show this, and you can get all, you get all these followers. So now you got to earn your followers. Yeah. So, but I know you need Instagram. I know you need social media. I don't do anything for the gram or for social media. I just don't. What I do is what I do. And And I need to learn how to do it for the gram. Because, I mean, you have to be connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
do it for the enjoyment.
yes, I'm trying. I'm going to get better with
Mhm.
that. And I don't want to turn my social media over to other people because, when you do that, you got a situation sometimes.
Yeah.
So I just do it myself, and it's not easy, but I'm getting there.
Mhm. What do people often misunderstand about your work?
Well, I don't think they misunderstand my work. I think they might misunderstand me. Okay. Um, well, let me try to answer that. Misunderstand my work. Well, either they recognize it or they don't.
Yeah.
And if they do recognize it, some people will give me my flowers like you are. And some people be like, oh, she thinks she is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's sad that that's how society is,
Mhm.
but it's like that. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, you did. You
Okay.
did. You definitely answered. You answered it honestly. I love it.
I don't know how to, I just got to keep it real, girl. Yes.
How have your personal experiences shaped your professional perspective?
My personal experiences shape my professional perspective. Some personal experiences I've had. I've had a lot of drama in my life. I've had some ups and downs, some, heartaches and pains. So, maturity and wisdom has taught me to humble myself and to let go and let God. Sometimes you got to get out the way and don't worry about a thing and just let things just happen organically. Yeah.
What habits or routines have been most important to your success?
Ooh, you don't want to know that. Oh, let's see. We're going to talk about my good habits then. Being a go-getter.
Yes.
I have a drive within me. I'm very motivated, um, punctual. I'm getting better with that. I need to get up a little earlier in the morning. No, seriously, because I can get more done if I get up at 6:30 as opposed to 8:30 or 8 o'clock. Seriously, that hour and a half makes a difference. So let's see. My children, they keep me grounded. My daughter, like, Mom, if you talk like that, lower your tone. And, she's always like checking me and telling me, read the Bible and do this, do that. So my personal experience has made me a better person today than I was yesterday.
That's amazing. I love it. I love your answer.
Thank you. I'm getting better too, because girl, I wasn't always good with this stuff. Okay, I'll be like, but yeah, I'm getting better. So thanks to Kevin. I was just here on Monday, honey, so I'm comfortable. This is my new house. I'll be back.
I love it. It's cozy. I love it.
Yes, I do too. It reminds you of success.
Yes.
I want to be on there one day.
How do you handle setbacks or difficult times?
Well, I just deal with it at the time. It's difficult, it hurts, but I have to pick up the pieces and dust myself off and keep pushing. There's always tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Things can't stay bad. It's going to always be a storm or rainy days, but then the sunshine will come again. So that's my answer for that one.
What kind of impact do you hope to make through your work, through your projects and your films?
Well, the impact I like to make in my films and my projects are, well, I do so many different things.
Yes.
Well, when it comes to my books, I want people to be motivated and inspired.
Mhm.
I want them to learn um, about multiple partner fertility from You Are the Father, from 31 poems. It's more of a spiritual journey. So I want them to take a ride into my mind. That's what you would be doing with my poetry book. Um, my film, 6 Feet Apart, 6 Feet Under. It's not a true story, but it was based on trying to teach people, that we need to wear a mask
Mhm.
because the importance of wearing a mask because of the COVID-19. Now, in my film, it was called Milwaukee 19. Okay, and then a young man, a kid died in my film. I always got somebody dying in my films. So that's what I wanted people to learn from that book. I mean, from that movie. Um, Urban Repercussions. It's the same thing as my book. I want them to understand the repercussions of living in urban life, and the urban life that we live in. You might end up with 3, 4 baby daddies or 3, 4 baby mamas. This is the urban life that we live in.
Mhm.
We just don't have the family structure that we need because it's not instilled in us. It left us with our grandparents. They're the ones that celebrated 50 years. She stayed with her husband regardless.
Mhm.
Our grandparents stayed together. We're not doing that. I tried. I was 29 years. I tried. But
You
it was
definitely
time
give
to
it a
do me.
try.
I did. I really
Mhm.
did. Now it was time to try me.
Mhm.
And now look at me now. So I used to like, oh, well, maybe I shoulda. No, now I know, like, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be. And this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm living in my purpose. So with all of my projects, everything I do is a learning experience, not just for me, but for other people. I want them to learn, to be motivated, and to be inspired, and to know that they can do anything that they want in life.
Yes. So when I was looking you up, I seen a flyer. It was a picture of you and it was red, and it said Michelle on it. Is that a movie that you have or have already done? A film that you have already done? When I read the bottom of it, it says something about a child in a wheelchair or something. Is that from one of your films?
Wait a minute. Repeat that again.
It was a picture of you. It was like your face on it, and it was red. It was red. It was all red, and it said Michelle on it.
Oh, somebody done did that, honey.
Oh, okay.
It's not me in a wheelchair. What the
No,
wheelchair?
the story I read, like I read the thing on the bottom of it,
The
and
caption.
yeah, the caption.
What did it
It
say?
said something about a movie about a child in a wheelchair, and
No, that's not me.
okay,
Was that my face?
it was your face. Hmm.
Oh, you don't have to show that to me, girl.
I was sure.
But I will say that I just did the Voices of Disability film showcase, and that was at Central Piedmont Community College, February 21st. And I am the first woman, let alone first African American woman,
Hmm.
to put on a Voices of Disability film showcase with all the filmmakers were disabled and authentic disabled stories.
Okay.
So I don't know where that part came from.
I'm gonna show it to you. That
girl.
might have been what that was then, because I was trying to read it and see if it was a film or something you've written. I'm gonna show you see after we finish.
Girl, I need to see that. My face is all red. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Like
the whole background was red. It was like the whole picture was red, and it was like a silhouette of your face on it.
Maybe AI got to me, girl.
What advice would you give someone trying to make a difference in any of the positive fields that you've been through?
The advice I would say: stay true to yourself. Stay true to what it is that you have a passion for.
Mhm.
Because I think I don't know if it was Muhammad Ali, somebody. No, but actually, I think it might have been Trump. I'm not a Trump fan. But he said, when you are doing something that that you love and that you have a passion for, and you're making money at it, then that's what you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm not making money yet, but it's coming. And it's not a big deal because I already, I'm not broke, but I ain't rich. But, so that's why I'm able to give back to the community, help to the community, because I am a philanthropist as well. I'm involved with Genesis Creative Entertainment Group. It's a film group here in Charlotte, and we give back to the community as well. I run the food drive. I'm always taking food to my sister's house with David and Friends. Now, David and Friends is another organization I'm involved in. What we do is we raise funds for HBCU students. Kids coming out of Mecklenburg County High School, they have to go to they have to give us an essay, and if they're going to the HBCU, they're eligible for a $1,500 scholarship, and we give 10 of those out every year.
That's wonderful.
And so, yeah, that's what I like to do. I love to give back to the community, because when you give, you receive, and you receive tenfold, and then you become blessed. And when you become blessed, then you're able to bless other people.
Yes. Yes, I love it.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
The question made me laugh when I said, so I'm gonna say it to her and see if she laughs.
Okay.
What's a lesson you learned the hard way? Because I can hear my mama say in my head. That's what made me laugh.
No, what's the lesson I learned the
hard way?
Well, the lesson I learned the hard way is that you don't argue and fight over no man.
Ooh.
No, it's not worth it. It's unhealthy and it's toxic.
Yes.
And that's a lesson I learned the hard way. Okay, seriously. But there was good times, and there was a lot of love.
Yeah.
But also there was
a lot of toxicity.
Yeah, and roller coaster, and couldn't just be smooth sailing, honey. It was rocky. Sometimes it was smooth, but yeah.
Are there any mentors or influences who played a big part in your journey?
Mentors. Well, yes. My aunt. I take care of my aunt. She's I don't really physically take care of her, but I'm all she has right now. She's 82 years old. She's receiving hospice care. Let me tell you something about Strong, honey. She's been receiving hospice care for 28 months. They told my auntie she was going to die 28 months ago in 6 months, and that's a lie, because the devil is a liar. So my aunt worked 2 jobs all her life. Very strong lady, and she's my inspiration of part of my inspiration of who I am today, how I carry myself. My auntie was very grand, and she's her favorite word was grand. The grand this, the grand that. So I got a little hood in me. I do.
That's that Detroit.
Yes, honey. You can't take the girl out the hood, but not the hood out the girl. But at the same time, my auntie instilled class in me. So I'm like hood fabulous, I'm ghetto fabulous. I got a little class, but a little hood too. So, and my children, they inspire me to become a better person, a better mother. The best thing a mother could ask for is I have 3 kids. 2 of them are Christians. So that's the best thing that I can ask for. Now, I'm working on that other one, that middle child. Yeah, he's just like me. And he likes kids too. So yeah, but yeah, those are my inspiration, my family, just African American people in general, all the David and Friends, the groups that I'm involved in. They're my really good friends, let alone the organization. Genesis Creative Entertainment Group. Even Kevin connected these people are the ones who inspire me to say, well, hey, if they can do it, I can do it. So yeah, I'm inspired by everybody.
Yeah.
I see you do just like you. I can do what you do too. But yeah, I'm gonna stay in my lane.
What's one word that would describe your current mindset?
One word. Um, spiritual.
That says a lot.
Thank you.
It says a lot. Um, Tell us about the project that's going on Saturday.
Oh, the Queen City Culture Film Festival. It's free. Sponsored by the Arts Science Council and the North Carolina Arts Council. And of course, connected. Let's see here. What is it? Modern Nissan of Concord. We have a lot of sponsors. Genesis Creative Entertainment Group. So many to name. But I want to thank all of my sponsors. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have games, swag bag giveaways. We're going to have cash prize giveaways, 2 cash prize giveaways. So y'all need to come on through. The Arts Science Council will be there. And, you know, I hate to say it because I'm not advertising for them, but the theater is going to be crowded because this weekend, Michael Jackson's movie comes out Friday. So that Saturday, the theater is going to be on jam. But Queen City Culture Film Festival is taking over. We're going to have both sides of the theater. So the Michael Jackson people are going to be in the middle. Yes. Okay. So we're going to have lots of fun. The Queen City Culture Film Festival from 12:30 to 10 p.m. The award ceremony starts at 8:30. It's a red carpet event. And we will have on evening gowns after 7 o'clock.
So is it going to be any performances or? Okay. All right.
Yes, I have a young lady. Her name, shout out to Ebony Lane. She's my singer, but she couldn't be here. So I found another young lady. Her name is Julissa Brandy, and she's going to perform a song for us. And I'm so excited to hear this song. Yes, and then her mom, I can't think of her name, so we're going to call her Q the Poet, because that's what she said, to call her for short. So Q the Poet is going to give us some poetry on creativity and film and things of that nature. So yes.
Okay, so it's going to be a festival, but also it's a sit down. Is it a sit down thing, or is you going to have like vendor tables, or how?
I have some vendor tables out in the theater.
Okay.
But when out, in the vestibule of the theater. But when you go inside of the theater, it's just seats. Okay. And then you have the stage. And then in the middle, like, we're going to serve some food only for the filmmakers an earlier part of the day. If it's some left over at 12:30, everybody's welcome to have it. But yeah, we're just like a movie theater.
Okay.
And eventually one day I will have award ceremonies separate. One day when I get a little more money, more sponsorship, a little more help. But as of right now, it's working pretty well. So we just do it all in one day and in one room, except for our vendors are out in the lobby.
So you'll have short films also?
Yeah, that's all we do is short films. It'll be a total of 30 short films all day. It has 3 blocks. We have 3 intermissions before we go into the award ceremony starting at 8:30, where we give away trophies to the best categories like faith-based, drama, new category, AI generated, and my newest category, Voices of Disability.
Okay. So they'll be voting on them, or you already have the winners known already?
No, I have judges. I have 5 judges, and they've already judged the films, and we already know who the winners are. Okay. And we're excited to present them trophies.
So you're going to put your film in there too?
No, I can't put my film in it because that's like contradiction. But my film is still doing a film festival run, and it'll be premiered in New York in June, and it's called Unseen, and it's based on a true story, and it's also a spiritual Story is
Okay.
faith-based.
Do you have any trailer for it? Do you have a trailer for it on YouTube?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if it's on YouTube, but I do have a trailer. It's on Instagram.
Okay. I know I ain't dig far enough if I ain't see that.
Yeah, it has its own page on Instagram because I don't be, girl. It's on there though.
Okay.
If you look for Unseen, because I think the film festivals, they want you to have, your own page. So yeah, I had to make that up because I just came from LA. I won 2 awards out in LA.
Congratulations.
Thank you. In Hollywood, my film premiered in Hollywood, Unseen. Yeah. So now it's in New York. So
That's wonderful.
yeah, I'm excited about that too. So I'm just not only a film festival director, I am a filmmaker as well, and an award-winning filmmaker.
See, listen. Yes, come with it. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to go on Instagram and find Unseen.
Unseen, yeah, I'm gonna have to see that red picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you till you wait and finish. 'Cause, yeah, I know I ain't dig far enough if I ain't see that one. But I was all on YouTube looking for your stuff. So tell us about your journey to becoming film festival director for the Queen City Cultural Film Festival.
Okay, well, as I said, I volunteered for other film festivals for like 13 years. So a young lady and we went to the BET Awards in 2024. Yeah, 2024.
You be going out there, don't you?
Oh, honey, I stay on the jet. I need my own private jet. But yeah, we went to the beach and we were front row too. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it was a blessing. We went to the BET Awards and they kept saying it. We do it for the culture. And I kept hearing the culture. And then Cardi B, she named her baby Culture. This is the word culture was taken off. So the young lady and we were talking and she was saying, I always wanted to start my own film festival. I said, girl, me too. I said, I've been telling other people, one of these groups I'm involved in. I said, we need to start a film festival. But, they, brushed it off. So her and we talked about it and we were checking out some venues and, we just got kind of deep into it. And then I came up with the name, the Queen City Culture Film Festival. I started a doing business as, because my business is called Innovative Creativity, but my DBA is Queen City Culture Film Festival. So we started. I started the doing business as the DBA. Girl, I had to say that. So once we started that, we set up an account with Film Freeway, which is a platform for filmmakers to submit their films to. And we just decided, we're going to do our own film festival. And that's what we did. So that's how it started. That's the journey.
So you started, how did you actually, it started off as a festival for, how am I trying to answer this question? How did you get it as big as it is? That's what I'm asking.
Well, how we got it, how I got it, well, my team got it as big as it is. Well, last year we just kept promoting. We told everybody about it, and so it sold out. And so by it selling out, the buzz got out, and then the young lady that co-founded it with me, she fell off, so I decided to go ahead and keep it going because it was my business in the first place. And that's what I did. I just decided to just keep pushing.
Yeah, because it's Saturday.
Yeah.
It is this Saturday, and are the tickets sold out already, or is you still?
No, they're not sold out because it's an all-day event. So the tickets are, I have it open to where is that, because see, you might not come to 3:00. Somebody else might come early. They're going to leave. Some people aren't going to stay all day. It's free because of the Arts Science Council, but usually we would sell the blocks. Like you would just pay for when you're coming.
Okay.
Last year we didn't do that. We just let you pay and you just come through. So because we sold out, and the Art Science Council, somebody saw the hard work that I was doing. No, seriously, because I put my all into it. And next thing I applied for a grant, and they just decided to help me. And that's what I needed. And that's my jump start. The real jump start was Modern Nissan of Concord. That was my first biggest sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was stoked when I got there. I was like, oh, MG. So, yes. And so now, sponsors are trickling on in little by little. And now I have two major sponsors, the state of North Carolina and the Art Science Council. Like,
that's big.
So I'm taking off now. Just was on the news Sunday, WCNC.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. He has me here. He has me everywhere because he's my host. So I'm very thankful. Very, very thankful.
Yeah, because I might come through. We got some stuff going on Saturday too, but I'm gonna see if we can get in there because I do want to see the films. I love the short films, so I'm looking forward to those. I'm looking forward to those. I've never really been to a film festival. The Tubi one, so I don't even know what to look for.
Tubi was a meet and greet.
Yeah, it was a meet and greet. Okay.
Yeah. So you're just meeting all the Tubi actors and stuff, and y'all connecting and, basically networking.
Yeah, so I've never been to a film festival.
So this will be my first one. You watch films all day, it could be like we have other festivals here in Charlotte that are 3 and 4 days. I just started out, so of course mine is just one, and we don't do feature films, not yet, maybe, but we just do short films. And for me, I give like underrepresented people, filmmakers, an opportunity to showcase their film on the big screen. So I realized that how bad I wanted my film on the big screen. Like, I mean, it's like you really want it. You want to get the official selection. You want to win because everybody doesn't get an official selection. So, yeah, and I'm very, I have my judges, but ultimately it's my decision. And I'm real funny about, what I'm showing. I can't just show any kind of film. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody doesn't make the cut.
So what do they win when they if they win the film festival?
Well, so say for instance, Made in the Carolinas and Women in Film, those are our two biggest categories. The first thing, they have to get an official selection, which is the little stamp, the little laurel that you see on posters and stuff like that. And then filmmakers are really proud of that, because then in my film festival, if you get an official selection, then your film will premiere on the big screen. And once we do that and they win, if they do win after official selection, they get a trophy. And after everybody gets a trophy, we have the overall winner, the one who was the best out of all the films, and they get a cash prize. And then we also give the audience a cash prize if they stay to the end and they get their ticket and it's pulled. And then we have a swag bag giveaway only for the filmmakers. With they get swag bags, but I have an ultimate swag bag that they win, with some extra goodies in it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what they win.
So let us know again about Saturday and tell us where we can find you at.
Okay, Saturday, Queen City Culture Film Festival. It's from 12:30 to 10 p.m. The award ceremony starts at 8:30. It's at Arsley Grand Cinema. My name is Michelle Harbin. You can Google me, or you can find me on all social media platforms. Michelle Harbin 7 on Instagram, and author Michelle Harbin on Facebook.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I just love you. You make me feel like I'm a superstar.
You made it. You made it. Definitely. And it's a lot to see us doing big things. not only as African Americans, but as women.
Thank
So
you.
I'm congratulating you on everything that you have accomplished because it's a lot. You should be proud.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I can't wait to Saturday. I want to hear about it too. We got some stuff going on, but we gonna try to get down there today.
Okay, well, after the event, you can invite me back and ask me
Yes.
some more questions.
Yeah, so you can let us know how everything went.
I will. Thank you.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for listening and for tuning in. And thank you, Michelle, for sitting with me and talking with me.
Thank
For
you.
everyone else, stay connected.
Are you a content creator?